is a nuclear physicist, it says here, who's been on the show several times. He's a resident expert on anything you want to know about the entire universe. I think that's fair to say. From the best science fiction movies to Why Is There Air? Ladies and gentlemen, please say hi to Dr. Franklin Ruehl. Dr. Ruehl! Dr. Ruehl! May the power of the universe be with you! First thing I want to say, every time you're here and when we finish up your segment, you always start belly aching that you didn't get enough time. So just when this is over and I say goodbye, just say, thanks, Pat, I really enjoyed this time. Don't start moaning about that.
Okay, but could I be a host on one of those Friday nights of your show?
It's okay with me. I don't care. I'll give you the department to call on that. Now, I saw you on News. I saw you on Donahue.
Yeah.
I mean, this is big-time stuff.
That's right. But I have to say, you treat your guests better.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Private room with a bathroom, television, sofa, everything at once.
Oh, cool, thank you. And also, I understand you availed yourself of our offer of a car. We
yes,
send a car, and in the past you haven't. But
yes, I thought I'd try the limo. You get a beautiful limo. I mean, they really treat you regularly on the Pat Sajak show.
Yeah, I bet that bum down here. He's Now, I've got some notes here on some subjects that you want to touch on. You're an eclectic guy. You have all sorts of interests. So what's this? Why are you going to tell me about Robin Hood? What's the story on Robin Hood?
Well, the truth about Robin Hood is that he was no hero, Pat. He did not rob from the rich to give to the poor. He robbed from both the rich and the poor to give to himself.
Ooh.
He was actually...
Oh, Dr. Ruehl. Next thing you're going to tell me the master rap wasn't in the sewer.
Well, I don't know about that. But Robin Hood, apparently, as best we can tell, was a man who was known as the Earl of Huntingdon, and he was called Robin Hood because he wore a monk's cowl to disguise himself, sort of a hood.
Yeah.
And he did have a friend, Little John, but instead of being the big, chubby, jolly fellow that we see in the movies, he was a murderer. He once killed a friar and then beheaded the friar's servant who had witnessed the crime. But he is pretty clever. He once actually extricated Robin from Nottingham prison. As far as Maid Marian, she was not in his life. No, she came along 200 years later in some sonnet where she had a beau named Robin. As far as Friar Tuck goes, again, he came around 200 years later. He was a thief, but his band operated about 100 miles away from Sherwood Forest.
The big bands are coming back.
That's right.
Now,
everything you want to know about Robin.
Well, thank you very much.